This is the distant future, far removed from our own timeline.
The future? Then that means Eggman's machine can control time!
Eggman's got some nerve dropping us here.
Now, how can we get back to our own time?
You need a space-time rift, but this requires a lot of energy. I see. You mean using your chaos control will... Yes, but that alone is insufficient. Okay, Shadow. It looks like we need to work together.
It's nice to see them working together without bickering. Welcome to part 5 of Sonic the Hedgehog and the City of Crisis.
The whole city's on fire.
I should probably say the ruined future, but I don't want to.
Yes.
This is commonly said by a lot of people to be the best area in the game. And I'm not going to disagree completely. It would be nice if the jump was more responsive in snowboarding segments. The snowboard is awful. Crisis City does nothing to improve that.
Yes.
Oh, come on, I was on that rail. Oh, missed that. Okay, moving on. Shadow takes this segment a lot better on his run. Alright, I'm just holding forward. Let's get through this as quickly as I can now. Ah! I hate the snowboard! Sonic wouldn't have gone spiraling off in that direction that quickly on foot.
Yes.
Right. Let's just get through this segment. Don't you dare! I don't even remember struggling with this part this much when I first bought the game.
City's on fire.
You know, when it first came out. I die one more time at this.
Yes.
This is the worst part of the game. The snowboard. Everyone points at the I was on that rail. Everyone points at the max speed sections as the worst part of the game. No, these are the worst part of the game, the snowboarding segments. The max speed sections aren't good either. I'm not about to praise them. But yeah, at least they don't bloody mislead you. I was about to say if I died there, but it's not worth it. Sonic. Alright, there we go. Thank. Oh, that part's over. Unfortunately, the grind rail segments aren't much better. I don't like the grind rail either, or grinding in this game either. But at least it's not that segment again. Like, honestly, that is the worst part of the game in my opinion. The snowboarding. I just got sniped in midair. Yeah, we're getting some BS in this place now. Something interesting about Sonic 06 though that I get to show off now, I think. So I can't think of too many other games that have this, I think. Alright, no, never mind. I'm remembering wrong. I'm actually kind of happy to see that I remembered that wrong. Oh, silver medal. Also, welcome to the new enemies, by the way. I didn't think about mentioning that there. But these are the new enemies for this part of the game. The Iblis creatures. Yeah, that's probably the hardest silver medal in the game. There we go. Probably tell I've just had enough right now at this point with the level, so I'm not holding the control stick. See, I want to get through Crisis City now. Like I said earlier, a lot of people call Crisis City one of the better zones in the game. I disagree. Well, it is one of the better ones, I will say that, I guess. But it's not a good zone, in my opinion. First off, you've got that segment at the start. Like, there is no excuse for how poorly done that segment at the start is, in my opinion. So, yeah. The snowboard segment is awful. The snowboard segment is pathetic. And I find the level to be a bit too linear for my liking in terms of its level design. That's admittedly not a big problem. That's admittedly a problem with a lot of Sonic levels. But Crisis City is particularly bad for it because it masks it by looking open, if that makes sense. White Acropolis is open. And I love that about that segment of White Acropolis. There's also a lot of loading times in this level. But mainly it is the snowboarding segment, I will admit that freely. The snowboarding segment is the main thing keeping that from being, like, one of the best levels in my opinion. White Acropolis makes up for its snowboarding segment quite well. Ah! This segment as well, even though it could be worse. A lot of this game could be worse. People need to know that. So I would argue, despite the popular opinion, this game is in a pretty decently finished state. I'm lying, it's not really. But hey. Next segment, come on. Welcome to the max speed section of Crisis City. Which is a bit infamous, it seems. Why did I just do that jump? To illustrate that I don't think you should ever like speed dash in this particular max speed section. Also, Sonic undergoes time impairment syndrome. Ugh. Just trying to avoid everything at this point. There are silver medals here, by the way, that I'm not going for right now. There we go, zone complete. I don't like Crisis City that much. And I'll have to do it again, that's not an S rank.
easy.
That boarding segment at the start illustrates my problem with the snowboard an awful lot. It's the worst part of the game. The entire game. Trisus City snowboarding part is the worst part of the game in my opinion. And it's not like White Acropolis set a very high standard for the snowboarding segment. If I recall correctly, that is the last time we see the snowboard though. Could be wrong, but I think that's the last time we see the snowboard. Alright, so we now have Shadow's story as well. Shadow's story is going to be last.
No matter where we go, all we see are ruins. How can this be our future?
The world
How
got wrecked.
could it come to this?
Could it be true? If I eliminate that guy, will our world be saved?
The day of disaster. Here are my records of this event. This was when Iblis was freed, and his flames were released into the world.
That's not Shadow. It looks like him, but it's not him.
And you have this person to blame.
The shiny stone is to blame? Now, I want to point out, this is Sonic's story, so why are we seeing the projection that Silver sees in Sonic's story?
So that blue hedgehog's the Iblis trigger?
Blue hedgehog.
I'll send us back in time to the point when the Iblis trigger was alive.
That's a nice friendly guy.
What the? Who was that guy? He looked just like Shadow.
This is terrible!
Yes, we know the game is terrible. I'm sorry,
According
Tails.
to the data, the princess died when she was kidnapped by Eggman.
Which time?
Apparently, Eggman's battleship exploded! The date of this incident was 2 days after the Festival of the Sun.
If we don't return in time, Elise will die on board Eggman's battleship. That means...
Yeah, I think so.
Can I just say it's really bugging me the amount of head bobbing I see from certain the characters in the game. They have mouths, we can see when they speak.
You guys are so slow. Look.
A Chaos Emerald! You've already found one!
Well now, I may not look it, but I'm a real treasure hunter. Unlike a certain echidna I know.
What? Heh.
Have you guys discovered anything?
Best character in the game, Shadow.
Yeah. I received a signal indicating there's a Chaos Emerald here, but...
You mean we've got to go through there?
If you don't like it, you can stay here.
You've got to be kidding.
Don't be late. Same to you.
Well, Shadow had the better line there. Shadow is the best character in this game. This game does several things really, really, really wrong, including Sonic himself, in my opinion. Sonic's not making me laugh beyond the opening cutscene. I'm not touching the control stick. Oh, I've got to touch it here. Alright, not touching it again. But yeah, it's a little bit in it. Oh, there was a silver medal there. How did I miss that silver medal?
Gotta be careful not to fall off here.
Right, I've got to actually properly do this part.
If I use a homing attack on that monster, I'll be able to reach the other side. Yes!
Oh my god, I felt the need to include the description for that little event thing. See that silver medal up there? Oh god damn it. Alright. Boom. Ugh. Sonic can survive hitting molten lava. There we go. I'm not too worried about ring count stuff because I'm pretty sure I'm going to take damage later on anyway.
Lava shoots up from that very ground.
Let's have a look-see around. See, I was trying to remember. I thought there were hidden things.
Gotta hit once when it comes into view.
Or, you know, you can just spam the A button. Flame Core's music. I'm going to be quiet. Listen to the music.
This bridge is gonna collapse any minute.
See if I can grab a hold of that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going for the silver medal.
Yes.
But I thought that was worth showing off that there was a silver medal later. I think that silver medal's best gotten when I've got access to the Game Breaker abilities. If that makes sense. Okay.
Whoa, that's not a nice one.
It's not any worse a welcome than you've gotten from some other characters. Alright, is there another silver medal thing somewhere? Doesn't look like it.
No sweat.
See, I got the impression. Oh my god. Camera's horrible. Alright. This level looks really nice, and it sounds really nice. The music in this level is brilliant. And this is an example of a level that I would say is open again, but again, like, for a lot of it, it's not really... I don't know how to describe it better. That's not what I was aiming for. Got meteors falling around now. I'm ignoring that guy.
Let's head into the volcano.
Let's get this level over with. Whee! The volcano's erupting. Big mountain spewing out lava. Let's go in, says Sonic. Alright. I'm pretty sure I can do a big shortcut here, so... There we go. Shortcut. The invisibility music's pretty meh. You know what helps there? A downward perspective. Alright, come on.
What?
Right. The idea of this segment... Actually, I'll let the game tell you.
Concentrate your power on the light, and it will show you the way.
Correct. Or you could just follow the level design. Because you actually don't need to do anything about the light. Look, it doesn't help. It gives you a homing attack spot, but that's about it.
Yes.
Right, there we go. Silver medal.
Yes.
Have I mentioned how unkeen I am on this game? Wasn't that long, Sonic? Nearly landed in that. I think that would have been another shortcut if I had. That was just me messing up there. Get ready for the worst character in the game! Or... Oh, okay. Sonic's doing this then.
All of the lights shine at once. Your way will become clear. Press the X button once to do a countdown. Again to do
I'm lying, of course. I said I would invoke glitches. Let's play as Knuckles.
attack.
I'll take care of it.
But I wasn't aware that you had to actually run into Knuckles there. He's usually transitioned automatically for me. Look at the speed. Ground combat with Knuckles is awful. Alright, his glide isn't great, but it's also not awful. So yeah. I'm lying. His glide doesn't look awful here because we're not climbing up that much surfaces. Oh great. I went on the wrong thing. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I got lucky there. It's usually a lot harder to break through from the, thermals. Okay. Does Knuckles actually have to go for all these? That's interesting, then. Or maybe I just have to defeat this lot. So I do remember you not really needing to do those bits. These little jewel things. But hey, evidently I'm remembering it wrong, so let's go do them all. I do think it's funny that Sonic potentially could have done this part on his own. Still not opening. If I have to defeat all the enemies, that's going to be really irritating. Right, come on, that door's got to... Oh, come on. Is there something failing to spawn or something? I don't remember this level that well, so... Wouldn't be surprised if that is actually the case. That I've completely forgotten something, but at the same time... Does it feel like it should be the case? Again, these don't do that much. There's still enemies from another part of the level. Ah, here we go. That's all the enemies defeated. We'll move on now, please. I hate Knuckles in this game. I have to be missing something. I don't see anything I'm missing. What am I missing? Seriously, what am I missing?
While jumping, you can glide by pressing and holding the A button.
I might just glitch this part. This is honestly really getting on my nerves at this point.
Thank you, Knuckles.
Okay, there we go, there we go. So what was it? I just had to hit the first one or something. Also, it's interesting how that one does require that you do that part. Because I'm complete. Oh God, no! That's fair game design right there.
Okay.
Well, look, it's the werehog. Well, there we go. So I was messing up, it seems, there. But it's honestly like the first part I can recall. I don't recall it needing you to go outright for the things. So that's odd for me. And I would have thought that hitting them all once would have passed it. But hey, that's my mistake. That shows you how much practice I'm going to be putting in for the S rank thing. I don't know how to trigger this level correctly. So yeah, there we go. Flame core done. And next mission coming up.
I found a Chaos Emerald.
Don't touch it!
What? What's this?